I used to be a cat. A stray cat, getting delicious food however I could. Dumpster diving behind the Purrito bell, getting my favorite treat, a can of tuna from the nice human in the alleyway behind the bakery. Sometimes, out of necessity, I even had to swipe food from gullible, nefarious-looking humans. This time, however, I had made a slight error in judgment. As I leapt and snatched the delicious breakfast burrito out of the purple lady's hands, I thought I'd gotten away with the heist of the century, when in fact, I made myself an enemy to a powerful witch. The witch was enraged that I stole her meal. Understandably so, it was the best burrito I had ever had. She lifted her wand and spoke a spell, words like I had never heard before. The very sound of her voice made my skin crawl. I will never forget it. OMG, you're gonna regret that, you stupid cat. Nobody steals Vanessa's burrito. With a flash, her spell hit me and threw me up into the air. Luckily, I'm a cat, so I landed on my feet and made a quick escape through one of the alleyways. I ran for what seemed like hours through the winding paths, thinking I'd outsmarted the witch. I made my way to the nice human's house, thinking there'd be some dessert waiting for me, but when she stepped out of the doorway, she was shocked. And so was I. I looked at myself and realized I was much taller and much less hairy, and worst of all, my tail was gone. I was no longer a cat. When the nice lady learned who I was, she took me in. She gave me clothes and food, a place to stay, a home. We were happy. But in the back of my mind was an itching, a desire to confront her, the witch that stole my tail and cursed me with humanity. 2 years went by. Months of searching had finally led up to this. The details of the witch who cursed me. I had all the information, but did I even want to go anymore? Of course I did, if only for my tail. Finally, I stood in front of the witch's house, but the vibe was off. I felt like I was being watched. I took a deep breath and shook it off, took a step, and knocked on the door. The door swung open and I was sucked into a vortex of some kind. In the whirlpool of colors, I saw my life flash before my eyes, as well as images of a strange place I had never seen and me? But not exactly. I closed my eyes out of fear of what was happening. When I opened them back up, I was back in front of the door, but something was different. Actually, everything was different. The city turned into a giant forest with a huge lake. Even the witch's house was different. It had turned into a tower so high it pierced the clouds. Confused and afraid, I knocked on the door again, hoping it would take me back home. Instead, I was greeted by a smile from underneath a large brimmed hat. A kingfisher landed on the person's shoulder as she looked up. It was another witch, but this one seemed kind. I told her my story and the witch agreed to help. She said she was still just a student, but that she was confident she could help me with the skills she had. She prepared a ritual circle and instructed me to get in. It works off your desire, she said. Simply wish to go home and it will take you there. The ritual began and I started to think of home, of the nice lady, of Purrito bell and tuna. Then I thought of the witch, of my tail, and the strange version of myself I saw in the vortex. I wonder...